No, you can't. Yeah, I was muted.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. That's always a good thing when you try and make sure you're all ready for stream, and then you mute your mic. I'm never set. Almost 3 minutes into the stream. Welcome to another live stream on the interwebs. Stoner's reflex, I call it. So we're going to be going over to our screen we've been building, and we're going to keep hammering away at that for a minute. So let's see. Let me get everything layered up right. I was going to do announcements again, but I think I'm just going to skip it again and just say fuck it. Don't really matter. I just want to get some work done on the screen tonight. I want to get it so that we can connect the number side to the data lines, but it's not high enough yet. So we've been building that up. Also, I 90-degree rotated this line, and I think I really like that because it kind of tucks it in, but I'm not sure if that works up there for some reason. So I'm going to go have a looky-see peek, see what's up. Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to do this thing where latest followers are going to show up on the board. So that'll be fun. That's probably what fucked me around last time. Copper bulb can't load, eh? Or run in an unloaded area, rather. We're doing some weird shit to make this a screen this size work on a realm without having too much fuckery. We need an indicator on the front of the screen as to what's going on. So we'll have to run a signal from our latch. Our latch is here. And we need a different color for that, I think. Maybe later. Fuck it. Our latch runs over to there. Switches. Is there a spot I can sneak a signal in? Is it latches here? That doesn't seem to be in the way of anything. Okay. So how do I punch a signal out? Oh well, we'll build this up first anyways. Fuck it. Needs to get it done anyways. Think about all that shit while we're building more. So I know you're taking off here pretty quick, Kev. But how was your day, bud?
Be good.
That's sweet.
We had a party for our working leader that's retiring.
That's dope.
We got free pizza and cupcakes. That was good.
And cupcakes.
Yeah.
That's
And,
art.
piece of the pizza and 4 cupcakes.
Yeah, you did.
They
Reasons.
had way too many cupcakes, and I'm not one to turn down free cupcakes.
I would imagine
I
not.
right back to my station.
Yeah, you did.
I'm the only one that did, which kind of surprised me, honestly.
Huh.
But I don't care if you're looking at me. I got free cupcakes.
So fuck it. Yeah, I hear that. We gotta get our repeaters put in here. I got what? 2 more rows to build with the decoders, and then I can wire this up. I can already see where I'm gonna be able to save a little bit of space here. I don't really like the way that jogs around, but you can't really avoid it because how the fucking thing's built, so Uh, lamps. Throw those in. Nope. Try that again. Okay. See if we can make some more dust here. Get that on. So you think that 4090 is real?
I hope it is.
Are you gonna get to see it boot in a PC? It would be ideal.
Would be ideal.
Cause
I didn't get to do that on this one.
I made the guy who sold me the 3060 do that.
How did you manage that? Didn't you meet him in public?
I met him out front of his apartment.
Oh. Yeah, most people won't do that. Most people want to meet at like fucking police station or something.
Yeah. Oh well. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I can ask about that. See if you... Low price.
That's why I'm asking if you could see it boot.
Yeah. But like, it's close, so I can like go see it.
I ran out of something. What did I run out of? Lamps. Purple ones. That's right, these screen swallow lamps. Forgot about that. But of course they do, right? Oh well, what can you do? Yeah, it would be ideal. Now I'm out of those too. Probably out of rockets soon too. But yet I have a full inventory. Go figure. Inventory management wasn't ever really my thing, eh?
I just sent a message asking if I were to come up there and pick it up, can I see that it boots it properly?
That's fair, right? I mean, I think it's fair.
Yeah, fine. Sure.
Sounds sounds super fair to me. So we need more rockets.
And I was also just looking that I saw my card on graphics or on Marketplace
No, we
for
don't.
basically what I bought it for. So built its value like
That's cool.
yeah. So I could probably get the money back for the new card with this card. Assuming it sells.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
Technically free upgrade.
What are you running now?
3080 Ti.
80 Ti. Yeah.
3080.
Yeah, that's a bit of a freaking upgrade.
4090.
Yeah, that's a huge upgrade.
I think I have 10 or 12. No, I think I have 10 gigs of VRAM right now.
Hmm.
And that'll be a 24 gig VRAM. Cool. They get back to me tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking recently, like at the very top of the list, like there's not much. But it was just down.
Interesting. It would
Which I
be
don't really understand. It's nearby.
it would be a nice definitely a gooder to have. Like at least 3 mini gooders.
Yeah, that would keep me running for a while. Like,
This is what I'm saying, right? You want to make
like a
sure that
5090 is only like a 40% upgrade from the 4090. Like, I'll be good for this.
absolutely.
I remember I was looking at buying a 3090 at the same time I was buying this one. Also,
That makes sense. Why didn't it block pick my dust? Because it doesn't have any. Hmm. Come back for that. We'll burn up some other blocks. Come from this side. There we go.
need to do this.
Probably. Tiger straight. Tiger straight. Still got too much junk. That's okay.
You're nice.
Hey. 1 year, man. Wow. That's crazy. Thank you so much, dude.
K3-0CK just resubbed for 12 months. 1 year baby.
I love that. That was like the best thing I added. That's so good. There's a couple streams I've seen that use that.
Yeah.
I like that though.
I try to use it when I can on Phil's because he enjoys it too.
It's so good.
Taking my daily third, I can use TTS for that.
Oh.
I see. Why they charge like bits for usage.
Yeah, 100 bits is a little much. I mean,
But I understand it with his chat control non-stop.
yeah, he has a different kind of, huh. I think it's because he's just a different kind of Minecrafter. This is more niche. Like, it's cool to come and check out for a minute, but
Yeah, I mean the minimum on Tri-States is $2 for.
yeah, I think 10 cents is, well, probably almost too much for the size stream I had. The only reason I fucking put a price on it is because of fucking Destiny.
Yeah.
Otherwise I would have left it at a penny.
Yeah.
I see how it's gonna be.
Yeah. See how it's gonna be.
Yeah. I was like, what happens when the next guy comes in? And it's like, I just gotta turn that shit off for a minute. Cancel.
K3-0CK cheered. X10.
It counts it all out.
999,999,999,999.
Yes. So good. I remember when we first found out it'll count out almost any number. Like, just like, what?
Yeah, I had like 777 duodecillion.
Something like that. No, it was probably more than that. I don't know. You had a lot of digits there. Kept him busy for a minute.
Yeah.
That was so good, man.
So
4070 would be probably a bit of an upgrade.
much.
No, because you're in the same range.
I'm above that the lower gen.
But you get what I'm saying, right?
3080 Ti.
That's where the last gen will sometimes equal or be greater than when you go down a number. You know what I mean?
White Aces.
Ooh,
Love that one.
so good.
Asus 30. Asus makes a good.
They do. They do. Um,
UVGAs are up there though, I think.
they used to be like a budget brand.
They're pretty good stuff though.
They do now.
Asus, EVGA, MSI, Gigabyte. Zotac up there now.
Zotac was another one that was like budget
Yeah.
brand. We would call them OEM cards because it's what the OEM would use a lot of times. They're not like bleeding edge or anything, but you know they're running the same GPU at its heart. As long as you're not having issues with reliability, it's fine. Sometimes the cooler would be underrated. Shit like that. So it would throttle or whatever. Use a lot of torches up here.
That one. Definitely.
There's a lot of that.
So many of that. I even fucking
Oh.
sent one of those just to see if it was real.
Oh.
I took a gamble.
I just
Lost.
I just somehow fucked up. I built an extra one for fun.
Yay.
It's okay now. I've had lots of practice.
There's a 4090 for $139.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Is it a box?
It is a box. One picture.
Yeah, it is a box.
It's probably just a box. I've seen that.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
I did see that at one point during this fucking shortage. People were selling boxes for like $100.
No, I know.
Like, actually.
Yep.
Yeah, here's the exact same thing. 79 RX 7900 for the same price.
People were buying for some reason. It's poopy stinky yucky.
I do box.
We'll see. Yeah, that's why when you said 4090 for 500, I was like, really?
Yeah.
Is it real?
Well, hopefully it's a wife selling her husband's computer or something. Like,
Yeah, it could be.
I mean, I've seen car sales like that, like lady selling her husband's Supra for $1,000 or whatever,
$25.
right? Of course.
Get the fuck out of here.
3090 FTW3 Ultra. I like my card, but 3090.
Hmm.
Also down in Mass, New York and stuff. So higher.
Cost for travel
Well, I just meant
or shipping.
the area is probably 50.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yes.
West Market up here. Best competition.
This is also probably a thing.
So while you might be able to charge more, or you might be able to list for more, you might not get more.
Hmm.
So liquid cooled 4090.
That sounds like a thing.
Have room for the liquid cooler that's attached to it.
Because it takes up its own freaking zip
And
code.
it's another 240 mil radiator.
Like I said, because it takes up its own zip code.
That one's $600, so it's closer.
That sounds super sketch, dude. It sounds like
There's a 5090 for $3,000.
there's a stranger with candy and he needs help finding his puppy, and there's free Wi-Fi in the van, by the way.
Free Wi-Fi.
Follow the gummy bears to the van.
5070.
Yeah. Sounds not too unfamiliar.
DDR7 memory. VRAM.
See, and that's the thing. The VRAM comes out in the later DDR series, and I never really bothered to see if they were actually matching. Do you know what I mean? No.
Generally, they are two numbers higher than the.
Yes, but I mean, like, when the RAM is released for the PC, is it the same specs as the video RAM, or is it higher end? Because, do you know what I mean?
No.
Okay, so I ran DDR, but I had DDR2 on my video card. When DDR2 came out for my PC, was it the same RAM? Did you see what I'm saying? Okay, so I had a board that had DDR1 RAM.
Okay.
I had a video card that had DDR2 RAM at the same time. When I upgraded my board and it got DDR2 RAM, is it the same RAM the video card was using? Or is it just a numbering system that doesn't equate as you transfer it from PC to
I
from?
would say it's just a number that doesn't equate.
Okay, that's what I've always thought, but I did never
I
look
just
into it.
figured it was so it's like separate things. I know it's both RAM, but separate them as different things.
It's like dual data read or something.
Like I have DDR4 RAM and DDR6 VRAM.
Dual read? I can't remember. It's a thing. Double dingus.
3090 Ti. Back when they did TIs for.
Bippity boppity boo.
I think they've stopped doing TIs for nights. I don't think there was a 4090 Ti. No, there isn't.
I think it's a later release thing when the graphics architecture becomes aging.
Yeah. But there wasn't ever a 4090 Ti.
Because basically they get the next thing, and then once the next thing comes out, they crank up the old one to try and make it still desirable. Till it fucking melts. More or less, but not really. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. And that would be 5.
Hey, 1650 Super AMOLED.
Dude, I skipped a few gens on graphics cards.
Cool.
Yeah. A lot of times it doesn't make sense to go with the same generation, right? Just like with the RAM.
Most time.
No. So that's why it's
Unless
nice.
you go from like a 3060 to a 3090 or something.
That's why it's nice when you have a stable fucking socket.
Yeah. Which is why I kind of want to go AM5.
Yeah, you do.
Because I like the thought that I could upgrade it
It would,
every year and still be the same chip,
yeah,
same size or whatever.
same socket. It might need a BIOS update.
Yeah.
But like, oh knows.
Ooh, tight X.
That's gonna be all the monies.
No, that's so sketchy. It was a Titan RTX for $800. Really, that should be like $3,000.
Mm.
Because they literally run like for like a.
What are they for?
It's just like another step above a 4090.
No, uh, it's not like a specialty card that's purpose built for something.
I
Like
think they're less marketed towards gamers. I think it's more towards like
SolidWorks or
yeah, video editing sort of stuff.
filmmaking.
Yeah, I think it's more geared towards that side. But
Okay, yeah,
still
that's.
rips for.
Oh yeah, no, don't get me wrong. It's like buying a server for gaming.
Yeah, it's overkill.
Yeah. Sometimes it
Yeah,
doesn't.
like running a Threadripper for Minecraft to be.
Oh, dude. Like why? I mean, Minecraft is pretty CPU intensive, oddly enough.
Yeah, CPU and RAM. Like I
Um,
have,
although Bedrock not as much. Have you noticed that?
yeah, modded.
Yeah, even vanilla. It's
No,
just not well
modded
optimized.
Java.
10.9?
The modded Java is suck.
Yeah. Yeah. But then also, mm, no.
No, Quadro, I know that's built for like workstation.
Yes, it's a different. They don't even run the same kind of driver.
Yeah.
You
Like I think
can't. You
DJ has
can't.
a Quadro
You,
in his
you
PC.
can't. I think you might be able to download game ready drivers for those now, but it's different.
5070.
It's actually neat that NVIDIA lets you use a different driver to be able to run that kind of a. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's interesting. They didn't used to do that. You used to buy one card or the other, right? One was for um 3D editing and shit like that, and the other was for everything else. There you go. That would be an upgrade.
Can upgrade.
So I said you're probably better off if upgrading your card over upgrading your RAM and your board and your chip. So, oh shit! Welcome Raiders. Thank you kindly, Mr. Chronic Kevin, Mr. Birthday Boy. Yes, yes, it was. How was the end of your stream, bud? I have you up in the background, but that's kind of in the background. So, unfortunately, I haven't seen anything in a minute. I seen you were having good times though. You're playing with Wise Family. That was always a gooder, right? Sweet, sweet. So we're doing some crazy end game redstone shit. That's like people normally don't do in anything other than creative. Just 'cause I can. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's sweet. Yeah, you were playing with the wise fool himself, I believe. And you guys were having a good time. I hung out with you a little earlier today. That was pretty sweet. So, yeah, I'll show you what we got here. So we've built a fucking giant screen in Minecraft that you can actually type to. Those were the last new followers last stream. So, we can clear out the screen here. Select all. And then we can do that again. Just clear it all. And then, oh, we don't have our bot loaded right now. So there it is. I have to load the screen. She's a little far out.
Where it'll be.
Oh, you have no idea. I was using a bot to load it, but our bot needs an update since Minecraft just got updated. So Yeah, so that's a thing. Yeah, so we'll type some shit uh, on the front of the screen for a second, just to set up a new follows list, because he's gonna do that again this stream, I guess. Because why not, right? That was fun. Welcome back from the ad break, those who are away. We have a crazy large screen. The reason nothing's happening on it right now is because it's technically out of the loaded area, but I've discovered that you can actually type to the screen whether or not it's in the loaded area. So you just can't say if you messed up or not. Oh, did I mess up? No. New follows. Yeah. So we're going to write those up on the board there. And we'll just clear the board every stream to see what goes on. Right now, I got to get the number section for the scoreboard up to the height that we can patch in the data lines so we can write to this side of the screen too. We built all our memory modules and everything live. I don't know. We've been working on it for a minute though. We're going at her for a couple of weeks here, I guess. And we're getting to the point where it's coming together and it's usable while I build up the next 5 layers. Those will probably go faster than the last 5. Because I had to do all that shit in there. But now that's all working, so that's pretty gravy. Building up the serial line, or am I building up the... Yeah, we'll build up the cells for now. So these are the display cells. There's just a whole shit ton of them. They're all kind of the same. So they're pretty easy to build. Once you built a couple, you pretty much built all of them. So you're taking off to bed there, Mr. Kevdarock?
Yep.
Alrighty then. Thanks for hanging out, man, and thanks for hanging out while I drove back home.
Yeah.
Kind of a little burnt, but I want to get the next 2 rows in so that we can write to the fucking thing. You know what I mean? Because then, like, all the front pixels are writable rather than just, like, I don't know, what is that, 70% or something?
Most.
We'll call it most. Yes, that's actually pretty accurate. Oh, well.
Catch you later.
Catch you later, bud. Thanks for hanging out.
Alright.
And thanks for the sub. Appreciate you, man. Have a good night. So yeah, I guess we'll join Krusty Craft chat. Normally Miss Ambi's on at some point throughout the night. Let's see here. Disconnect this one and we'll jump into Krusty. Nobody's online right now. It's like a dead period. I can run farms and do other shit, so I kind of got used to being on around now. Lets me kind of do what I want with the server for a couple hours. Well, really all I want to do is build this screen. I need to get it done. We have a plan for a couple of gaming events, so we're gonna have to see how that all goes and plays out. I want to get this ready. We're gonna just chunk load it, probably with a command at some point, but I want to get more of it built. And we don't need to load the whole thing. We just need to load the screen. I want to make sure, though, first that, what do you call it? Everything's functioning, everything's running right, and and that we're not going to increase the size of the screen, because that's something I've been debating on. I've been thinking about making the screen maybe 2 cells longer, and that would just give us a couple extra characters to write to for the name side. Because right now we only get 10 characters for the name, but really it's just Lego. You can just slam another one on. It's the way I built it. Serial devices that are running in series are kind of like that. That almost didn't work. Fuck. Oh well. No big deal. A couple of torches get replaced. So once I get up a couple more layers, it'll all be good. Once I fire a couple more stone into my inventory, I guess. We're almost on level with the platform. That's crazy. Sweet. Go to sleep, grab some stone, jump back in there. The Bearded Bard of RPGs. I really like this. The welcome that the bot brings in for the raiders. It's pretty sweet. Kind of a fan. How much smooth stone do we have left here? Because yeah, that's getting a little sparse. Drop our empties into here, and then we'll bring them back and fill them back up at some point. That almost worked. Okay, so that's back where I need to be. So all the torches are off. So I should have most of everything hooked up at least. Yeah. Looks good to me. Once in a while, I kind of misplace one of those and it just shorts the torch out. Catch up. So I think this is the last one. Yeah. Hey, DH, what's up, man? We're stoning some reds here, man. We got almost layer 4 in. Once we get layer 5 up, we can run the wires over from the other side and we'll be able to switch between the 2 monitors. So I'm gonna do like new followers on the screen while we're going. I figure that could be kind of fun. I didn't see, did you add to your application yet? Or have you just not had a chance? I think you mentioned you were does it run Doom? No, it doesn't run Doom. That would be really sweet. But this runs in real time, so you can type names in for a scoreboard. We're running in Bedrock Edition. This is kind of like my 3rd logical redstone project I've done in survival. I did a little bit of learning in creative, watched a couple of logical redstone series, and I just kind of wing shit. So this I spent 3 weeks setting up in a creative world, and I've almost spent 2 weeks building it thus far. And in that 2 weeks, I have a more complete version than I have in my own test world. Oh, you can't play Minecraft now? Why is that, bud? Oh, yeah. We forgot the car. Yeah, we did. That's okay, bud. We'll deal with the card next time I pop out there. I should be out that way next week, anyways. We'll grab the card and then I'll see what's wrong with it. Okay, yeah. Every time there's a new update, yeah. So what you're probably doing is I did that for Linux for a while. What I was using is a launcher that would launch the Android version. So if you could find another or a half decent Android emulator, you might even be able to just download it from the Play Store. Is that how you're doing it? Yeah. So for PC, I use an app called BlueStacks, right? That allows me to emulate for Windows. I'm not sure if they have a Mac port, but yeah. Okay, so um I can't remember what it was the unofficial Bedrock launcher or something they called it. But yeah, it basically ran the Android version on PC. Although it ran it natively on Linux because Android is Linux. It just needed a little bit of translating somehow or another. So, dust. I was trying to remember what I ran out of. We're kind of in a shitty spot to fly up and over and around this now. That one then. That's okay though. Yeah. I'm not sure. I can't think of any others off the top of my head. I know that if you can get a decent Android emulator, that would work, and you could literally download it out of the Play Store, right? You just need a decent Android emulator. So if you were to Google Mac OS Android emulator, something similar to BlueStacks that's free or open source, um, you could probably find something. Shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, I can actually run multiple instances of Bedrock through the BlueStacks launcher. Is what I use on Windows here. And you can actually, because you're using your Google to buy Minecraft, Google says, yep, this guy bought it. So you get an MSA ID and you can run multiple Microsoft logins on the same Google account at the same time and just log into a server as like 10 people. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe one of the reasons it's running hot is it's either a couple years older and it's struggling, or the other reason could be your heat sinks are partially plugged. Have you guys ever tried to get like a can of compressed air out of I don't know, like a local hardware or drugstore? Normally in a PC section or something like that, they'll have cans of compressed air and you can hose the thing out. Well, the M1 doesn't have a fan? Yeah, that doesn't sound. Oh, I see what you mean. I'm trying to remember where you were from. Apologies, DH. It's been a minute. Also, it was a bit a week ago, so I do very much enjoy not only stoning the Reds, but myself once in a while. You know, no worries. Yeah, so passive cooling on a modern processor. That's weird. They got to be doing something else to cool it. I know they had like a way to electrically couple temperature. You can apply a voltage and it'll pull hot on one side and cold on the other, sorta. I don't know. I'm probably fucking that up a little bit, but that was the kind of general idea, I think. So there could be some kind of cooling in it like that, but yeah, I don't know. I didn't think that was very efficient. So that doesn't make sense. Huh. I'm gonna have to look into that if I can remember. I'm not really an Apple guy though. Yeah, yeah, you get heat pipes that'll pull the heat out, but you still have to dissipate it, right? So without some form of active cooling, you either need a ginormous heat sink area, right? You need a lot of surface area to passively radiate the heat to the environment. But then it's in a cabinet, right? So you think you'd have to force cool it, right? In front of the screen. Yeah. Huh. Doesn't really seem like a large enough area to me, but maybe it's a I don't know. You think it would have to be efficient enough to not make heat, so it would be a lower powered device, I would assume. I'm not really familiar with the M1 Air. The entire body's metal. Oh, okay. Well, that might help. That could help it passively radiate to because as long as it's thermally conductive to the CPU and GPU, you get a lot more surface area that way. That would explain some stuff. That and heat pipes to move the heat around, because I can't imagine that the metal case is going to be terribly efficient at spreading heat. It might be able to dissipate it, but it might not have the ability to spread it. Interesting. That's kind of a cool idea. Apple was always really innovative, but they always tried really weird things that just don't fucking work. I don't know. But I guess you gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet, right? So she goes. Really interesting idea to just use the whole surface area of the laptop for cooling. I hadn't really thought about that. I wasn't even sure if that was like makes sense though, but also not, because yeah, the thing would get really hot. Hmm. Ooh, yeah, no. See, that's the thing. They do weird shit. Um, that's why I'm not an Apple guy. Uh, Also, like forever, they hung on to this idea that you only needed one button for the mouse, and PC for like 20 years before Apple did it was using two buttons and then already a scroll, and then Apple was trying to figure out how to put a scroll on their mouse without adding a button because they wanted to be simple and easy and different, and I don't know. They do weird shit that no one asked for. Yeah, like swing fucking sledgehammers at screens and shout that IBM is the man. IBM doesn't even make PCs anymore. We can tell. Yeah, you won. Good for you, bud. You know? I need to make more sticks. I need to get more logs. That's okay. I want more repeaters for next time I come down here, but uh-oh. Is that thing fucked? Yeah, it is. Oopie. I didn't put protection in for that, eh? So we can actually run out of materials in it. So that made a whole lot of no torches, which probably broke the repeater recipe too. Somehow magically no? I'm okay with that. Let's go get some more fucking sticks. Use protection. Yeah, well, it's just a temporary setup. I don't plan on keeping that repeater crafter there for very long, so I just kind of slapped something together. I mean, it was like redstone out of necessity. It wasn't something I was like designing to make. Like, I'm gonna make this one forever. It's like, I don't know. I just wanted something that would make repeaters in the background while I'm building the screen, because I stopped counting how many I was going to need when I realized that you needed 13,000 lamps. I need like probably 4 or 6 repeaters for each of those lamps somewhere or another. So yeah, it became a thing where it didn't really matter anymore. What was I grabbing? Sticks. You know what I mean though, right? You can't have an odd number or it won't convert. Uh, Gonna need some of those. We should probably just bring more logs too. I don't know how I landed on that, but I'm good with it. See, the only thing I'd be protecting against is running out of sticks. And I mean, at this point, it's not really the end of the world. I could just fix it in 2 seconds. I have it so that it turns itself on and off though, which is kind of a nice feature. But the thing is, it's like 6 stacks of 6. 1, 2. 2 stacks of sticks per stack of repeaters. Have the thing make 2 stacks of repeaters at a time, so that's yeah. Too many right now. Keep putting sticks. Full inventory. Here we go. Yeah, this was dumb to come down with no inventory space. That's okay. Can't be smart every day. My wife always tells me I'm the dumbest smart guy she knows. Probably true in some ways. So we're up to there on both of these, so may as well just build up the screen for the next one. Cot's back in. Can't remember where he's from. Somewhere in Europe, I think. Like I said, we got people from all over the world on the server. So, did you end up seeing Spawn last time you came on there, DH? So I kind of showed off a little bit of Spawn at one point. I think it was last stream. I had to go past the shopping area and that sort of thing. Yeah, COD's just in and out. He goes in and out and in and out. Yeah. Makes me want to take snapshots of the world. Yeah, we'll just go up with it. We'll never mind the backside because I got to put that latch assembly in. Worry about that all at the same time. Just run down the line. Okay, so almost done this row. We got the receiver and the lockout, the glass towers, and the filter for the line filter. So that's not too bad. At least we're making progress. Missed that one. So the ad wording comes up a little early for me. But that's okay. We're not doing anything crazy right now. Just building a giant monitor. That's like actually kind of crazy to say, but oh, missing dust there. Derp. Okay, so I think I'm gonna 90 the other side to the glass tower. It's a good idea. I think this is the final layer here for the screen panel itself. I think it was a good idea using something that's kind of buried, being smooth stone, because then you don't have to see it from the outside really much. Somebody asked me if I was going to change it out for a different color block later, and I'm like, no. Why would I put this much effort into a machine I was going to change the block type? You know what I mean. Oh, hold on. Does that mean we're almost at our goal for followers as well? Where is it? Goals. No, still 2 to go. How does that work? Well, maybe it's new subs. That's what it was. I should have gone as total, maybe. I don't know if that's an option. I can't remember. I gotta read a little more careful. Okay, so that's in. Let's get our receivers and latches in, I guess, here. So those are the latches. And come out so far. And I got a glass in it. Then I'm out of glass. That's okay. Uh, Actually, I'm kind of done with stone, aren't I, for a minute? Yeah. Concrete and glass, that's it, really. Just for a minute, though. I also got to put in my red lines.
No need.
Hey, Miss Abby, how are you doing tonight? Or today, rather, for you?
For me. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Not so worse. Gaming and overheating tech. I like the new chat bot I put in. It's fun. I also like the AI. Kevda was buying text to speech things.
Hmm?
That's always fun. You have a viewer with an Apple M1. Apparently, they passively cool the laptop using hopes, dreams, and prayers. Perhaps the occasional summoning of a demon. Yeah. I'm not sure what the hell they thought they were doing there, but what can you do, right?
Yep.
Interesting idea,
Mm-hmm.
but passively cooling something like a laptop, but he says he's basically burning his fingerprints off and shit. Like, oh yeah, that sounds like a gooder. Yeah, does it come in blue? Ah, great. I'll take 27, but not really. Oh, nose is still itchy. I went over to Slater's today. I don't know if you caught his stream.
No, I didn't. No.
I
Were you
do.
at Slater's?
Yeah, I was at Slater's a little earlier today.
Nice.
Is his birthday, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So that's
This is
fun.
a birthday board. If it worked, it would have told me.
No, I know. It hasn't worked in some time, Miss Amby, unfortunately. And there's only really one way to deal with that. Do you know what that is?
Hmm?
Gratuitous violence. Most likely, anyways. Yeah, it even gave a welcome in for the Raiders and stuff. That was kind of fun. Kind of a gooder. Although with Mr. Slater streaming a completely different type of game. I can't imagine too many people would be terribly interested in this. Normally people have like their own interest and all that happy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
this is a completely different type of game. And I'm playing it in a completely different type of way than most people do. So, what I'm doing is kind of looked at like witchcraft and sorcery.
Oh yeah.
As often as I can make it that way. Ah, that's right. That needs to be on 2 ticks. Otherwise, it'll like. There's certain points I slow the signal down because it makes it more reliable and less likely to cycle. Yeah. Like you know what I mean? Like an oscillating signal. Like once in a while,
Yep.
you'll see a flickering lamp or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sort of thing. It's kind of fucking wild. It's tripping me out. Still, I kind of want this to be more normal to me by now.
So to get the new stuff, do you have to go out lots of
No,
blocks?
most of the new stuff is just new mobs, isn't it?
Well, I think it's new mobs and new foliage stuff.
Okay, so you can go and put any leaf into a furnace to get dry leaves. And what was the other thing? The mobs are just variants. They'll be in any hot, cold, or warm climate.
Hmm.
So if you're looking for the warm variant of the cow or the cold variant of the cow, you go to those places. Also, same thing with the other Mickey Mouse. Don't take it. Ah, ticked it. I broke my receiver. One of the cells was a dead pixel. It was because of that stupid shit. It's because sometimes Neebs is dumb. Just a thing. Lil Man is the one who's building behind my screen.
Oh yeah.
So coincidentally, the screen also stops people from pushing it right up to the doorstep of the gaming district, which is kind of what's been happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so your view of the gaming district is now the back of a screen. I hope you like it.
Pretty much.
Oh, not pretty much, like all the way much. Like every much. I missed out on this one. That comes out to, it goes up, but then this one goes like that. I don't know. What do you think of the chat bot? Do you hate it? Do you like it?
I haven't seen it yet, to be fair.
Hmm.
What does it do?
It welcomes in raiders with custom messages based on their channel, what they stream, what's in their bio, all that shit. And it kind of infers a bunch of stuff. It also does like random trivia sometimes if you ask it to.
Mm-hmm.
I turned that shit off because I wasn't really into that. But you know, it does some other stuff too. I'm thinking maybe I need to put stream elements back up. Just give me a second to pour a cup of coffee here. Stream Elements had another channel point system that was free, but then once I got actual channel points, I discontinued it. But I'm thinking what I might do, because you had like gambling and stuff, right? The exclamation point gamble and shit. I think I had to run the Stream Elements dashboard or something. I can't remember. I think they also have an app. So like there's a couple of ways you could use their service. I'm thinking maybe I should do some more stuff to keep chat engaged.
Oh, look at the chicken.
Or to play with. You're finding the new features, and we didn't have to go and expand the border or anything, which is what I was trying to tell people. But people are always concerned with the prune. I was concerned with it last time because it ended up making our realm go overnight from like it grew a gigabyte like almost overnight. It was yeah. It was pretty concerning to me. So it's harder to download the map when the map is that large too. Although that being said, I did recently upgrade my internet, so that's a thing. I went way too far with that. That one doesn't need.
I think people are looking more forward to the gas.
I'm looking forward to that too, but that's not this update.
Yeah, I thought it was, and then I was like, oh.
Oh, everybody thought it was. They thought, yeah, Mojang likes to hide things once in a while, right?
Oh, there's a camel.
I thought that was
I haven't seen one yet.
No? Huh.
The baby one.
Have you not noticed yet how camely they are? Oh, that's right. We changed that out for a target block. It doesn't actually need one here, but it's more to fuck with Bones. He doesn't know how to use target blocks, so he'll think I'm trying to get to compare it or not to cancel itself, and really it can't, because it's being fed with a full signal strength. And it's not in subtraction mode, so that's not a full signal strength. It can't be. What enters the side be 2 less. That can be a block of glass. And then second, we'll throw in our repeaters and latches. Gotta get that down. Grab another stack of rockets.
That's an underwhelming update.
Yes, prepare to be underwhelmed. Here's a couple of animal moles. Here's a reskin of everything we already have. Irish was actually bitching about that earlier. And I'm like, well, it's not true. But like, you don't have to really say it like that. Honestly, you can't really bitch that you've been getting free updates for a game for like, I don't know,
Mm.
as long as you've owned it. When most other um, games money strategy to make more bucks instead of having a marketplace everybody hates on, which honestly isn't really that bad. Would you rather them charge you a monthly fee for Minecraft, or I don't know, right? Because honestly, end of the day, they're in it to make some money. That's why they bought the game in the first
Oh, yeah.
place off of Notch, right? Missed it. So that means that that top row should. Oh no, that's the bottom row for the next layer, isn't it? Allegedly. Yeah. So that gets the lower one that way. Got to look at it. It's kind of eco a little snowblind. This glass texture is a little rough to look at for this sort of redstone, or for redstone rather. I kind of don't like the glass texture, Basambi.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of always hated it.
Same.
I don't know.
Especially when you're a modern builder and it's like glasses.
Well, I mean, people like the connected textures, and I get that, but
Mm-hmm.
coming at it from a redstoner's perspective is just a pain in the ass because you can't see it.
Yep.
I'd rather be able to turn that off if I want to later, or whatever, or have it toggleable somehow, so that, again, client side texture pack, but we don't run client side texture packs. Do you know why we have a texture pack? And as long as I can get away with it, I would like to recommend us continuing to have a texture pack.
No. No clue.
You can do some sketchy shit with texture packs. It can allow you to sideload fucking shit that you shouldn't be able to have. So,
Also glitching stuff into the game.
part of it, but yeah, yes and no, not always.
Mm.
Right now, that's a little harder to do with realms, but also easier at the same time because there's a game-breaking exploit that they just haven't patched yet, and I'm not sure why.
Mm-hmm.
Although I'm not like Mr. Exploit guy. I read up on them, so I know what to look out for on the realm.
Oh, yeah.
And then I normally teach people how to look for it. Because that's almost as important as anything else, right? Can you identify it? Okay, so we've got somebody's logging in or out.
No. Well, maybe.
Caught joined a couple of times. That's what I was asking. Is Relay back online? Because somebody mentioned Relay was back
Nope.
online.
I don't see him anyways.
No, I mean, like, that's why I was asking, should I bother even trying to load him? I think we gotta wait for the update.
Yeah, it kind of sucks that
Well, we needed an update
It
before we could
means
join the game.
Every time there's an update on Minecraft, like, relay isn't up.
Yeah, trust me, if it's been talked about. I have another bot that
It's not-
gets updated faster.
Yeah, because I mean,
But-
it leads the way for people to do stuff.
Well, no, that's why I said pay attention whenever there's an
Mhm.
update, because if we can get a timestamp, we can do it with or without relay.
Oh yeah.
I can use old inventory scans and backup copies of the map to track down whose inventory it is when I find the items.
Mhm.
hmm I also started categorizing players. There's a couple of hidden channels that you wouldn't have access to,
Mhm.
where I have a cross-reference sheet for people that have been on a suspect list more than once.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I want to
That
know who
makes sense.
I want to know who they is. Oh, disconnecticated.
Oh,
You too?
that's not good. Yeah, I got disconnected.
That's okay. We're still live? Yeah, it looks like we're still live. We'll bring up our yeah, we're still good. No drop frames. We still got a decent bit rate. We'll see if it'll let us back in.
Yeah, I'll see.
Normally if it does that, it's a crash. Who was online?
Mhm. Just me, you, and got to.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I know he's a
I can't
redstoner.
even. Yeah, I can't even go and see what he was doing.
I can.
Oh yeah, you can.
Benefits of being an admin. Actually, I argued that we should have one extra person who's on often, and can that way they can help out with
Mm.
community coins and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So with Gamo's promotion to head mod, he gets operator status.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you have to trust somebody at the end of the day, right?
Oh yeah.
Because that gives us a bigger presence when the bot is down.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if the realm loads right back up and it doesn't delete some of the shit I just did, then I don't know what happened. But if it's a global boot, it sounds like it's a reset, like somebody crashed it.
Mm-hmm.
There have been some people who have been crashing the realm. I don't know if...
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that. Like my chat bot, but he was talking about how his laptop got really hot. It's like, attention. Coming soon to a chat near you. In a world of blocky adventures, one chat is torn between gaming and overheated tech. Our viewer battles with fiery wrath of their MacBook Air M1, while Chronic Kevin forgets the Essentials card. Will they find a way to play Minecraft without turning into human toast? It's like just... I like that stuff. It's kind of fun. So normally when it kicks you out, it's because it crashed. It shouldn't have crashed because I wasn't doing anything. And I've run the monitor with a full realm and it's not been an issue. So it shouldn't be an issue with an empty one. There it is. We're back in. That means you'll be able to reconnect now, Miss Amby. Okay, so this is where I was going, and yeah, I did lose maybe a little bit of progress. Maybe not? No. Yeah, just a couple of freaking blocks. It says you left again.
Yeah, my Minecraft closed.
Oh, yeah. Did you like have it in another tab or something? Because that'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I run windowed mode specifically to combat that, eh? So as long as I don't shrink it to my taskbar, it stays up. I always found that a little bit frustrating. Like, why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta quit out the game? Cause
Mm-hmm.
why? That's the way it's gonna be. I'll never get this thing built, you know. Whoa, oopie. One there. And I guess I can put in the orange glass. It's going to hook up to the line filter. And that needs to get thrown in. That line's in the way, but just so that's probably actually where I want it to be.
Hello, folks.
Hey, how are you
Hello.
today, Mr. Irish, sir?
Oh. How are we doing?
Pretty good. The realm just
Good.
crashed.
Oh, nice. Gotta love that.
It was running fine, and there's only 3 people online, and then all of a sudden it just goes, I don't really want to do that anymore.
Who was online, I wonder?
Caught.
Me, Nibs, and got you.
Yeah, my redstone's stable. There's no oscillations or cycling. I can't even load the screen right now because relay won't log. I mean, I could load the screen, but I'm not gonna load the screen until
Relay won't log, will it?
No, relay wouldn't log because the update. Somebody mentioned that
Alright.
he would, but I don't know. I tried a couple of times.
Right, okay.
So it was no. The answer is in fact no. No, relay won't log. So I can go and check stuff out when he comes back, if he comes back. He was logging in and out though, which was kind of interesting to me. I thought about
Relay.
jumping. No, caught. So maybe
Alright, okay.
interesting. I was kind of
He might be on a mobile as well, you see, because the majority of mobile players seem to struggle to stay connected to the realm. If you get a call, it
absolutely,
disconnects you.
absolutely.
You know, all that kind of stuff.
Yep, it can happen on PC too. If you alt tab
Yeah.
over to something else while you have it full screened. Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
That's it, exactly.
So we need more yeller concrete. That's some. Oh, did it say? Oh no, that's you.
Me.
Are you actually playing the game, or are you just like?
No, I'm not.
I didn't fucking think so.
I'm having a quick look at the keep to see if
Oh,
signs have been acknowledged. If they haven't, then I'm putting those shops up for auction maybe today.
sorry about their luck.
Well, okay, so this owner has not responded to me. What the fuck were they thinking with this shop? Like, I'm sorry, but stone shop, or like it's made of stone and grey moss with 2 signs and 2 chests and torches spammed everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
Absolutely terrible design.
Yeah, there seems to be some of that. I mean, I think the realm at one point had a bit of a transition from what do you call it?
Because this fella, there was a fella here as well, asked me originally if he could sell a service only shop. I said no, you need to sell other items too, and he agreed and started selling like foliage and terraforming blocks. And then I logged on there a week ago, and all of the stock has been removed and it's back to a service-only shop.
Ah,
So
is
I can't remember who it is. I've had a search through my DMs, but sure, I've got a fucking 1,000 DMs,
oh, that's normal.
and I can't remember whose shop it is. So
Well,
if they don't message me by the end of the day, their shop is going up for auction.
oh, you know what's even better than that? Never mind auctioning their shop. Just delete the chunks it's in into the void with you. No, just kidding.
No, that would damage the keep.
I'm just fucking around. I'm just being an idiot. No, I actually did that to griefers on one of my old servers. We voided their chunks. They shall be forgotten. They won't be scavenged from. They won't be fucking nothing. Nope, they're a hole. Some people thought that was too far.
Actually, I wonder. No, I don't think it was too far.
Yeah, they had an island, eh? And it's just, you go for a little sail down the ocean. All of a sudden, you find this one spot, and it's just a fucking hole down to the void. Yeah.
Yep. That's the right way to do it.
Steal from me, eh, motherfucker? Yeah. I didn't have an economy on my old servers, eh? It was all like one for all, sort of. Like, I didn't care if you came and frickin' grab something out of the bank.
Emotional, damn it!
That's right, Gabo. It does cause emotional damage. Absolutely. So, yeah, I don't know. It wasn't really about his access to items. I'm like, just bring something back. Bring me dirt blocks, whatever, from like your last dig or something, or like terraforming project. I didn't really care.
Absolutely.
It was just bring something back. And instead, this guy started like emptying shulker boxes full of fucking shit into his own private storage that he hid in his base and wouldn't talked about it. I think he ended up ripping off another member at the same time. There was a couple of people like that I had to let go of.
Oh, right.
It happens, you know.
Oh, sure I do. 8 years of it now.
Yeah.
My God, I do.
Can't be happy every day.
Ah, gotcha. Destiny End.
Oh, what?
So, it's Destiny End shop.
Oh.
So, I'm going to message.
That makes sense. That makes sense. I think I remember something about that now. I was actually just thinking about him. He kind of comes back periodically to kind of see what I've done and what's been done on the server and whatever, and then he kind of, I don't know if he's getting bored with it or what the deal is.
I don't know.
I heard my dog crying, but she's just sleeping. I think she's sleeping. Yeah, she's sleeping. Sometimes she makes weird noises while she sleeps. I think there's something wrong or whatever. Oh well. So, if you're still kicking around there, Gamo, we've almost got line 4 of our number section in. Once we get line 5 in, we can plummet into the main bus and we can send numbers to the number side of the screen instead of only having access to the player name side. So that'll give us 5 full scores and players. The thing could technically be used at that point at some reduced capacity while I build the rest of it. And then every time I build a new line, it can come online right away because there's already address space for it. Like, the laser beams are all installed. I actually peeled the buttons off the keyboard so people stopped asking when they come down, what are those buttons for? What do you mean don't use those ones yet? Yeah. So,
I've messaged Destiny there now.
yeah, that's probably a good idea. Did I mention I was live, Mr. Irish? Although I assumed that you would probably assume that because I'm talking about building my scoreboard and talking to Gammo and he's not here. Either
No,
that or
I kind of figured that fairly quick.
either that or maybe I'm slightly insane or both.
That was kind of both.
Most likely
Kind of
both. It has to be both for me to be building this fucking thing in survival.
Oh, fucking dead right, I know. When did I say actually I want to do a shop stock take of all the shops very soon.
That's right, nerd. That's me.
Oh, I said next weekend. Oh, I can't do it midweek.
I did stock my beacon shop. My concrete shop is a little rough right now.
No worries.
Because reasons. I'm like kind of in the middle of something.
No, that's fine. Look, there.
I've been trying to keep it.
I trust you as a shop owner because you actually keep your shop stocked, and if it's not stocked, I know you'll get around to it eventually.
Oh, I'll
It's
get around to it normally sooner rather than later. But
yeah. There's just a few people that I'm like, right, I need to light a fire under your arse now to get that shop stocked, otherwise it's going to be put up for auction.
No, that makes sense. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Shop space in the keep comes at a premium. I mean, there's a lot of people who would like shop space in the keep, and not everybody
Exactly.
can have it because, you know, I mean, there are expansions and whatever that can be done, but you can really only do that so many times. Also,
Yeah,
like,
and I'd rather not expand the keep, and considering that there are maybe 3 shops that are going to be put up for auction here shortly,
Scheisen.
there's no point in having like 100 spaces and then only like 40 shops, open, or like that having, say 50 spaces and then there's only like 30 shops that are active and 20 of them are inactive. It's best to just kind of work with what we have.
I'm having a hard time landing on this fucking thing. That's on the wrong side, isn't it? Absolutely. Yeah. So some people have like hydrate when they go streaming. I've kind of went with caffeinate because I don't know. I've just always thought that water was like that's like coffee that's just not been made yet, and I'm really not that lazy.
I think I'm gonna have an early lunch.
Oh, an early lunch.
Absolutely right.
I'm hungry.
Oh, what do you have?
I didn't have breakfast this morning. I think I'm gonna have leftover pasta.
Do what brings you joy, man. That's the best way to be. Right? And if that's hanging out here, great. If that's sorry, staying away from Burger King, even better. Viewer rewards. Here's a couple of new ones. Yeah, bye for now, Miss Abby. I think that comes through Discord because that one was pretty loud. So, yeah, we were, I had a viewer that was talking about how Burger King was giving them gut gurgles. We were playing, I think it was Stone Block 2 at the time. And
All right.
somebody clipped it, right? Because I was like, they thought it just sounded like a Burger King diss, so I just thought it was funny. I'm all coming across like Bob Ross style. Do what brings you
Yeah.
joy, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, crikey. Right. I think I'm gonna head off here and get some of my work done.
Oh, I'm
I
sorry to
don't
hear
have much
that.
to do today, but let's get it done and out of the way. I'd like to try and get it done before noon,
Sounds like a
before I have
gooder.
the rest of the day off. Right. I'll chat to you later, Neebs. Have
Okay,
a gooder.
will do. You have yourself a gooder as well, bud.
Later, man.
Later. 1, 2, 3, 4, and another. Want one up and one over. Something like that. That sound took a minute to happen. So I think we have a sea lantern here, if I'm not mistaken. We'll have a looky-see peek super quick when we go back over to our platform, because we've got to grab some sea lanterns. I think we have all of our target blocks installed on our latches, so that should be good. Won't need those again for a minute. I can probably ditch them. Not quite. That works. I should install my red lines pretty quick too. Maybe I'll do that before I go into the orange circuit. Let's see here. Wrong red box. So yeah, that was Mr. Irish Lad. He's our general manager for the realm. He helps write principles and policies for our staff to follow, and all kinds of stuff like that. He's a pretty important mother trucker. Okay, so let's get our red circuit in to reset everything. Want to be able to clear the lines. And next time, I think I might do this a little bit different. I might have it so that I can selectively clear cells, like have a backspace button. More so because it was requested than anything else. But it makes sense. I kind of thought about that for a little while I was building it, if I should do that, but I guess end of the day, it wouldn't have been a bad idea. I just didn't feel like designing that into it, because, like, I don't know, I already spent 3 weeks designing it. I kind of just wanted to build something. And this thing works pretty well for what it is. Operates pretty real time, so that's pretty cool. We will be loading an area though at some point in the near future for it. So that's a repeater there as well. Has to add a little more time. There's only 6 ticks of signal, but giving the extra 2 ticks lets you throw out the lead bit, and there was 1 tick of like extra fuckery in case it goes out of sync, or I don't know. I might be just paranoid because Bedrock Redstone's a little fickle sometimes. Is that one all dusted down there? Yeah. And then we want a single tick repeater for the one we lock out. I think we're just going to use orange for that as well. And I think we need like a block there. Yeah, that was right. And an extra piece of glass. I likes it. Winner, winner. Watch that shit. Okay, so as we're building it up, basically everything is by default turned off until one of these receives a correct address. So that's 1, then 2, then 3 up there. I guess we've already started our glass tower to come up too, right? How did I extend that over there? Kind of want some form of symmetry. We had it pointing backwards, so that was a solid block. And then I fell again. I kind of like how loud the Burger King thing is. I don't really hate on it. I think it's a little much for a Discord call though, so there's got to be some way to better filter that. I just don't know if this tucks or if it stretches out a little further. Because it technically could, which means I guess I could have brought that closer. Huh. So, does that mean I fucked this up, this tower? Mayhaps. Because I would have to have a repeater here. Pointing backwards into a solid block, I guess. And this would come... No, that works. Because it just reaches out once in a while. That should be perfectly fine. Is it just one extra? No. Comes up one as well, just like the other side. Perfect, I think. Yeah, that'll work. Do I tuck in and out with that, or do I stay out? Yeah, okay. Same thing. Wanted to make sure. Because there's really 1,000 different ways you can wire all this shit. I just, want to make sure it looks all the same when I go to look at it. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Uh, Pow. Locticated. And then that needs a whole bunch of glass. I don't think I have enough, so we should go make some more, I think. That works for me. Actually, I probably only need one stack of glass. Not going up that high yet. Hmm. Next one. Well, at least we got beacon up here. Beacon. Mostly. Mm-mm. Fuck. Redstone. That would help. Yeah, that's coming together. Sweet. And that's back down again. Pretty painless. Yeah. Piece of glass over the torch so it doesn't, although it won't because there's a repeater there anyways, but you know, because originally there didn't have to be. Interesting. How many people online? We're getting ghost blocks. Just dubs. probably almost time for a prune anyways. I haven't checked the world file size in a minute. Might not be a bad idea. Hmm. Oh, I left the temporary blocks in. That sucks. Can I reach them? No. See where they were again. On this line, right? Actually, yes, this line. See if I can see one, play one. Okay, so jump back up to the top. So we're basically going to be making the next row is going to be where the data lines are going to come in. So we could start with the filter maybe. Shouldn't really matter. I got to build that one yet. That's what, one block over and one block up. So like on a diagonal. We didn't grab the lamps, did we? No. We also need some better elytra here. And for some reason, we're just too close to this to fly or something. So we want sea lanterns. I don't really need the buttons. I can make more. And another elytra here. We don't need to actually just break the thing. Okay, so we got that dealt with. Let's grab some lamps. So now we got to build the filter side. For layer 4 anyways. That's where we start it. That can get trimmed back for now. And I don't have any orange on me. We're all done with the yellow too. You know what? It's about 2 hours in. We haven't taken a break yet. Why don't we take a quick 5-minute break? Mm. So yeah, we're gonna do those things. Cheers. Oh, okay. Perfect. Apologies. Uh, Thank you, Gamo. That's my bad, bud. So I need jump boost just to get over here. So that's our input. I can't remember if I went solid blocks around. No, I went glass around, eh? Fancy. Oh well. Okay, so first bit, second bit, third bit, fourth bit, and then our repeaters are going to be in here. Which means we're going to have comparators come off here. And we'll have some solid blocks in here. I think I've got too much orange. I almost want to break some of that up. But yes, once again, thank you for the heads up, Mr. Gamo, that I was muted out. I didn't realize. Okay, so get these in and a piece of dust. So I think what I figured is, since this is the one that weaves through the circuit, it'll show me where the line needs to run. And then I'll just run the line up to the next level so that everything will hook up. I think that'll be fine. So this one needs repeater locks. For all 4 bits. And we want, oh man. Grab some more logs. I ran out of repeaters again. I want to make sure that I have more than 2 stacks of repeaters downstairs, and I need some logs for that. So we'll just make some more sticks. But I know I'm not going to run out. Kind of hit that one a little hard. That's okay. Trying to come in too hot. Why can't I land on that today? Probably too heavy a bong grip. Get that thing crafting some more. I know I have enough sticks in there for that. That'll be fine. How are we holding up for redstone? Good. Probably want a few more stacks of stone in there. Absolutely perfect. Okay. That's probably good. Almost. Wow, why am I having such a hard time with this one? It's probably because it's such a short little section in comparison to the last build. And it's also just out of the reach of the beacon. I don't think that's going to change now. That's okay. Don't think I really need it. I mean, it could be nice, but whatever. So this is going to come up to be able to lock these guys out here. Couple of lanterns down, I guess. I think I left a lantern off on one side just because, like, it was easier to get up and down. Oh yeah, torches. But of course. Okay, so, yep. Down to here, maybe? That would work. What am I going to use for scaffolding right now? I guess I got the most of orange blocks, so. Or stone. Stone's the cheapest. Oops. Fuck it. Yeah, that one's a lifer. So we'll just leave those there. Because I don't feel like getting them. We might be able to grab them a little later, but just have to see. Ah. At least I can grab the front of that. Okay. Pop these out. Because I think we got to come in lower now. Hey, welcome. What's up, Loot? What's good? We're building a giant scoreboard in the gaming district right now. It's gonna be a little bit it's gonna be a little next level. And normally I've been loading it with our realm bot, but because of the update, our realm bot is down. So I can't load the area like that. I could make a ticking area as I'm an admin on the server. But I kind of wanted to wait to dig a bit of a mini perimeter for that. That way it's not going to have an issue with somebody trying to hide some kind of farm underneath the screen or whatever. Interestingly enough, the whole screen doesn't have to be loaded to run. Like, for example, I should be able to clear the screen from the ground, even though the screen's not loaded, and then just fly up there. Then we should also be able to type to all squares, so far as I know, at once. Yeah, see, the redstone updated. I'll show you what I mean. We'll do a count off here on all lines. So we'll hit all lines so that you know that I'm doing multiple functions. And one's on the bottom of a number pad. As long as the number comes all the way up, it'll finish doing its thing and transmit. That little light blinking tells me that we're transmitting the last code. Kind of interesting. Oh, and I guess 0 as well. So that should be all the numbers here. And then 0 was just coming in at the end. Yeah. So, hey, perfect. Or profanity or M. M. We'll go with M. How are you tonight? So, we don't need to actually load the chunks, but I have to use solid state redstone, so I can't use any pistons or hoppers or droppers or any of that stuff. We're going to load the screen later on, probably permanently, so that the lamps will update, because that's the only thing that's not updating. We can't see what the lamps are doing. We also designed and live streamed the building of a couple of games here. We have Connect 4, and it tells you who won. Not only does it tell you who won, it says the hollow chip won, but it tells you how they won. And I'm not sure why there was a second win generated there. That's kind of weird. I'll have to look into that. I must have a bug in the wiring somewhere. Last time I found one of those, it was I forgot to put a comparator into subtraction mode. And then this one is tic-tac-toe. So we're building the giant board as a scoreboard for the gaming district. This one detects wins as well. This was our first Redstone game we tried to build. I just kind of wanted to see how hard it could be to build one. And somebody said, hey man, I bet you could build a redstone tic-tac-toe. And I'm like, probably. I like the Connect 4 though, because it has an animated thing that goes on with it. This one though, I like that I did a flash for the win, because when it detects the win, it flashes win before it counts up. This one doesn't flash win. But yeah, we're kind of been working on the scoreboard. These were like our last projects. We live streamed these ones too. I decorated them as like retro gaming consoles and stuff because they kind of remind me of some retro stuff, right? I don't know. But this one will do the win detection as well. I like the animation though. So this is the kind of thing we're trying to get into. They call it logical redstone. So it scans the board every turn, or it's supposed to. I think it's because I didn't get close enough to the front of the monitor. This is one of those ones that runs in dead chunks as well. I think you have to run up to it first, and then next turn it'll detect a win. It'll detect the first win it was supposed to. Yeah, see, that was the one it was supposed to detect the first time. It scans the board at the end of every turn. So I guess we need a few more rockets here. We got some in our offhand though, so we're okay for a minute. This thing kind of snakes through the wiring, if I remember right. It's either this level or the next one. It's the next one probably. So this comes around. How did that work again? Oh yeah, it needs 3 because of the lamp. Oops. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down on an angle. So which means that that has to be a solid block that gets transmitted through. And then this goes down a block. And pulls forward. Okay, so that goes under. That can go back in. And it goes forward a couple of blocks. This one comes in where? Here. Gets bounced that. Comes back and across, right? Are these like almost completely glass? I think so. Which means we need some more glass at a second. So that went straight into a solid block so that I can get it to trigger right away after 4 ticks. Four is 5. So was that supposed to be a 3? Oh wow, that one's not even set. We'll go have a look in a second. There's a comparator latch on the other side of this. And a piece of redstone dust on that one if I can get it. No, I don't have any more dust or glass. Chew this out for now then. We kind of know where that has to go. And then that gets a piece of dust there. Solid block here. Another glass here. And then we'll deal with that in a minute. Oh, we need one more. I guess I shouldn't have put that up yet. Not till I figured that out. Okay, so a piece of dust there. And here. Solid block here. And a couple of comparators. We'll make some more glass. Absolutely. Welcome to the stream, Ryan. How you doing, buddy? Oh. Oh, thanks, bud. I needed that. The one and only. How's your day today, Ryan? Good, I hope. Okay, so then that gets a repeater, which chews up those 2 glars. That's okay. Repeater here. And then I want a piece of dust there. And I should be able to connect this up like that to give me an indication of where that line runs. And this is where we start snaking through the data lines. I think there's another spot we hit it, up one. But yeah, it shows us where we need our solid blocks on this side. At which point we should be able to extend this now. So and shape it. Almost. No, I gotta build this one first. Build this one and then we'll fuck with the yellow line and see if we can start plumbing it in. That'd be dope. 'Cause then we can start sending characters to this side of the screen. It's a pretty big build, dude. So we need orange concrete, or sorry, orange we need orange. I want to get this filter in and then run the yellow lines. We'll just bridge up because we can see where they come in. Then I guess we'll do our repeating signal on the way back. And then we'll put in all our locks for or all our locks are in for that line, aren't they? I think so. Huh. That's pretty good, actually. Okay, so we want orange. Let's make some more glars. And yes. We're also going to have to get our red signal over there or we won't be able to reset anything. That's a thing too. I want to try and get this side wired up before end of stream, so that's kind of my goal right now. Glass is here. Grab some. Let's make some. And then I need yellow. Just glass. Put the dye back. Grab some concretia, maybe. And not a silapasta. Away we go. Almost forgot about this piece. Okay. That works. Yes, this way. And then we have 3 repeaters here. 2 here. And a lamp of some sort, probably green. Did I go green or yellow on the others? I went green, I think. Yarp. Okay, so that lights up most of the filter. Now we can crawl underneath and start playing with torches and stupid shit. Okay, so we have a little bit of temporary scaffolding down here. Not that one. Okay. Well, that was lucky. Nope. No dice. Okay, so come out 2 on all of these. And then drop another block. Okay, so put the dust in. That works. Not very well, but it works. Oops. So I need the solid blocks here so that we can come off of them with a torch or a repeater. So that when the data signal comes through and gets pulsed, it'll tell us what the signal was for. Ideally. Okay, so this would be layer 4. So that's 1, 2, 4. So that's the layer of our glass, actually. Just on top of that, actually. Okay. So I guess I should be able to just have a torch powering dust here. To there. And then we had to come 2 in here. That's our repeater. And then bring our glass out. Scaffolding back a little bit. That particular one has to be a piece of concrete. And I can cut back in to a repeater. One tick though. Okay. And then if I stand on a temporary block, I guess, get the repeaters in. Then the other side is just all torches, so it's simple. So 1 spot, 2 spots, 4 spots. 4 plus all the nothings is still 4. Okay. So now all of them need to agree on what the dealio is here. Or none of them will let it through. So these are all torches. Those go into a glass. Except for that one concrete spot. That gets a couple of torches of its own. One more glass here. Just brings it out there. And we'll step it into all of these even though we don't have to. It just, I don't know. Symmetry, right? Make everything the same. So that should have got us where basically ready to run our data lines, I think. Yeah, let's snake this input line up. We can. Oops. I was gonna say it shouldn't be an issue, but then I did that. Okay. Uh, ooh. Okay. Where does it stare? The repeater is one more. Oops. So repeater here. Solid block, I guess. Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue. Perfect. See if I got enough left. Think so. I know if I keep hitting the ground, I'm gonna go splat. Not super worried about it though. My spawn's set upstairs, and I do have a spare elytra that'll at least get me down. I guess I could solve that by eating this couple of pork chops here. That'll give me a little bit of saturation, but bedrock healing sucks the balls, really. That's okay though. I think I come one block out, maybe? Yeah, I'd have to. So it goes out into a solid block. So I'd have to step up. Yeah. So that means the steps up. We're gonna go see what he's doing. What's he doing here? Villager farm. Aw, dude, really? Please waterlog your villagers' feet. Hmm. Go back. That works. So yeah, that's what that was. I thought I was getting... Yeah. I'll just ask him to nicely waterlog his villagers' feet. But yeah, that's our sign so far. It's pretty big. We're working on getting the other side back, and that's where we were. That works. Let's see here. That's all wired up. It's coded both sides and output. Let's come all the way back up. Yeah. Okay, so that gets a piece of dust and it goes up to wherever the data line hooks in. And then this almost gives too much room. I don't see why it has to be quite that far. Be a block closer. So let's get up on top of this line, run it out, and then count it back. Oops. So we'll just break that and leave it for now, because whatever. So let's get 15 redstone dust in our hotbar so that we run to wherever that goes. And I think that's where that crossover point is. Oh, fine. I'll have to try that again. So that's the one we lock. That one there. Let's get that dust. And then we'll just weave it back and forth so that we can get the input lines in. I think this one weaves through already. Yeah, this one stacks in. So let's go back to 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, okay, so that is where it has to be anyways. So we'll put a lamp And then, see, we're reusing different colors sometimes. Okay, these are yellows. Let's go get some yellows. And then that gets, what, a repeater and another block. So we'll put the repeater in the middle. And go get some more of these. Or no, just move these back. That makes way more sense. Then at least we're working back to where we gotta be. That's that level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 is here. So it does kind of work for a fucking line. It's got to go back there anyways. That works for a corner, I mean. Okay. So then we'll copy all these points all the way up. Because we got 3 more lines to go in here with this. Well, 5 of these and then more lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Break that shit. And I guess a repeater in the middle. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So these ones. Maybe it doesn't need that except where the fucking thing is. Because I got a lot of leftover dust here. Let's only use that block where that is. We don't need to light this up. It's just data lines. And it's wrapping around light sources for the most part. So double check that's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so 15's here. I can move this. At least 1 block in. So we're going to do that. Mostly because I think it'll look better if it's more in line and straight up, right? Okay, so there's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 1 there. Yeah, that works. Did I? No, I did not adjust the repeater. Good. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here. I'm getting ghost blocks and shit. Every time there's an update. Not sure why. Oh no, it was just probably a user joining. But yeah, it is more common during updates. Out of glass. Start running some dust, I guess, on the way back. Maybe a repeater. Because why not? Hmm. Keeps misplacing blocks. Something funky definitely going on. Okay. Not exactly sure what that's all about, but whatever. Okay. I guess I also missed a couple of repeater locks in there, so I can grab those really quick. How many did I miss? Like 3? Yeah, about that. Like exactly 3. Dude, we're gonna have a second side. I actually want that more than I want the numbers to be filled up to 5. I think one doesn't really depend on the other, so that's kind of cool. Just grab some glass and some yellow lights. That must be it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. And then dust. So redstone blocks. This one. There he is. Data line's above me, right? Yeah. How did I patch into this one? I literally bypassed it, didn't I? Oh. Man. Because it must have flashed some dust there. Yeah. Yeah, that works. So this can get split off then to go above that. And get junctioned in with the rest of this shit. Okay. So there's my data line. Nope. I've already got a spot for that. Technically. Where's that? The flip-flop. That's the flip-flop. Where's my data line that it's not brought up? Okay, I'll bring that up. Okay. Oops. Can I reach it from here? Yeah, I can. Okay. Sorry, I'm almost zoning a bit here. It's probably about time then. But let's at least get these data lines where they need to be so that we can hook them up next time. Bot's back online so we can load the screen. So that's cool. Yeah, I don't really want to create a ticking area just yet. Okay, So that's my input. It keeps skipping dust. Kind of frustrating. A little bit. Not too bad though. Take the good with the bad. That's part of playing on a multiplayer server. Get some more dust in here. Yeah. And slam that in. Yeah, like one more repeater, I think. I think I'll manually turn on a line just to see if I can type shit at it. And that'll tell me my signal chain isn't too long. Sure, that would kind of suck to adjust now, but I guess I should have tested it. Oh well, we'll test it at the end. Ought to be interesting. Did I fuck up? Probably not. So you gotta listen for the placement of the block. That's what's gonna tell you if you're actually placing a block or not. Like there. Always when you're get a new update, but yeah, that and people start to be logging into the server soon. So you start to get a little bit of block lag from that. Which isn't too bad. That's like an old Realms thing. It's been like that for a long time. So get that repeater in here. And the rest are just going to be repeaters because it makes it simpler, right? That's what I figured anyways. No, okay. This one, and then I still have to get the command signal through, which we'll look at in a minute. That's gotta be it. Yeah, it is. So I don't know if I run it under or over. So I do have a control circuit output. It's a bit of a long run. Made a little longer by having to run around in a circle. I don't really see any other option though. Okay. Peter there. Soul block here. That's better. Frog lights are directional. I'm not sure I really like that. Probably need the rest of the dust and repeaters put in for this line. And what? We got one more data line. Is that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is 5. Oh, dope. Reset doesn't have to be as complicated. It just needs to patch over from an adjacent cell in another time zone. Lol. Well, I did say I wanted to have all our data lines run over there. Now, they're technically all run over there. They're currently not plugged into anything, and I think that's kind of about as much time as we have for you today anyways, unfortunately. So, tomorrow we'll be able to write to that side of the screen. And we'll look at how big an area we're going to chunk load, if we're going to add 2 cells or not. And we'll go from there. But let's see if there's anybody available to raid out to here while we're just wrapping up. Got M. We can see what she's doing. Can't remember. Either that or I don't know if I really. Well, M could probably use the help. Go show her some support. She's helping out our buddy Ryan Lotus there. Unique event, whatever his name is in Twitch, I can't really recall. Unique event. Yeah, she's helping Unique event learn how to stream. So we'll go show her some love. And yeah. I'll see you guys all next time. Cheers for now.